Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today's video, we're going to go over Avalanche. So AVAX right now is trading at $25.01. I have my chart set out here for a 4-hour chart. We're going to go through a slight divergence that we saw in our RSI, some resistance support today, and some key areas to look for if you are going to be trading for AVAX. So let's go to it. Let's take a look at our divergence here. Now, if we quickly take a look at these two peaks right here on July 18th, all the way to our high here on July 20th of $26.38. We want to mirror and see the same indications of having the same high peaks with associations to a higher RSI. However, here we saw the dip of 74% of an RSI, and then July 18th, we reached as high as $24, and then we can see this dip on our RSI reaching as low as 66%, but we see a increase of our price. So again, two different things that we're seeing, and it's not mirroring the same thing. This is a bearish divergence, which brought the price down closer to an area of support here just yesterday as low as $22.64. So if you are going to be trading with RSIs, take a look if the peaks are mirroring the same thing that we're seeing on the chart, because it will show you a indication of where price is wanting to lead to. Now we're going to quickly take a look at some of the support zones that we have been using. I want to pinpoint at this area here of this orange circle. I'm going to scroll in for you because this was very crucial. We can see it in AVAX, we saw it in Solana, and we saw it in Cardano of our moving averages crossing over. In this indication here that we can see for AVAX, all three of our moving averages, 20, 50, 100, crossed over, which essentially gave us this huge impulse and this huge wave of increase. We're going to take a look at the momentum of our MACD, but I do want to zoom in here and show you how of an impact this can make, especially if price is above the moving averages here. Now, one of the plus things too, when I was looking at the chart and I was weighing the pros and cons of AVAX, are we going to go into bear market? Are we going to continue this bull market? Because as soon as price moves fairly quickly, it's not sustainable for price to stay that high. It's going to come back. It's going to pull back. So if we quickly take a look here, we have been continuously over multiple moving averages. There was an alert around this area that I circled for you guys, was a concern area because we crossed over our 20 moving average, but not only that, we were closer to 23% of our fib chart going into more of a support area. If this had broke, then we are essentially breaking our trend line that's angling upwards. You can see this pink line here of our support that we are riding along. Now, for whatever reason in the future, if we do see an increase of momentum of our MACD in a bear market and break this trend line, we are going to come back down. And where I anticipate where we're going to come back down is going to be another area of supply and demand, which is going to be this peak here at around $21. You notice that on the right hand side of my chart, blue and yellow indicators. Don't worry so much about the color itself, but what we want to look is the areas of volume. So if we fall away from this chunk here at $25 all the way to $23.61, this is where the price is going to want to lead to, is the $21 phase around this zone itself. We can see high activity in the visible range here, giving us these volumes. However, in the next volume, if we do fall again, this crucial trend line, we're going to come back down to $21.09 there. Now, moving on, I'm going to show you our MACD because this is kind of where we measure momentum. How fast is the price going to fall and how fast is the price going to rise? Now, if we come and take a look here, this is one of the downfalls where I see that there could be a potential pullback, is because the price is retracing back up here at the 78% of our fib chart. This is an area 78%. If a lot of people use fib charts in their day trading or their long trading, this is a number that normally people want to cash in and take the trade out. So this is, again, high confluence area. This is where a lot of people are going to see if it's going to break, they're going to ride it. If it doesn't break, they're going to sell out. So this area is going to be tested, known for for resistance. Look at multiple areas of these candlesticks previously in the days that we weren't able to close above it. So this is going to be another test here. Now, what I wanted to show you guys is our MACD indicator. I do apologize. It looks a little messy on the chart here, but I do want to show you the MACD indicator. This shows momentum. This measures momentum using our two lines here. So the orange line is a signal line and the blue line is the actual measured MACD line. I don't want to explain it any further of how the calculations work. It's just easy to see on the screen here. So the bars itself are called histograms. These are slowing down. As the momentum slows down, these two lines will eventually cross. If they cross over, it's indication that the new trend is going to start. So as we are climbing up closer to our 78% of our resistance line, and if hypothetically, you guys, these two cross over, it may give us a momentum to close above it and continue on to our next resistance, as you guys can already see on our fib chart of $26.43 here. Now, another scenario too, if our MACD indicator, even though these lines are lightening up, there are cases where it just expands, okay? So these guys pinch in and we see an expansion. If we see an expansion here, again, volume momentum is showing us that the increase of a downtrend is going to be coming back. Okay, so if it does increase, we're going to come back down. And another area of support, again, is going to be around the $22.69 here. So what may actually happen here, if you guys can see, as the Bollinger's bands are squeezing in, we see this tight squeeze in here. It may indicate, again, lower volatility where the price may actually see, or where we may see AVAX is consolidating sideways. And that might actually happen until we can get another breakout. So long, again, as we're not breaking this key trend line, we're staying within the top of the Bollinger Band, we're going to be in a bull market or continue this bull market that we see on a 4-hour chart. But so long as we're continuing reaching up to the resistance and retesting this resistance, it's only a matter of time that we are going to break it and continue the uptrend for AVAX here. So those were the points that I wanted to show you in my video. I hope it wasn't as complicated as, it may seem. If you enjoyed the video, like the button, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment below. And I hope to see you in my next video.